Yep, that's right. We have yet another live-action remake, but this time of a 3D animated movie that came out only 10 years ago in 2016, and it even got an animated sequel 2 years ago. And I'm pretty sure we're getting a third animated film, but yet we still got this live-action remake. But maybe it's good?
Are you ready to be the hero?
Let's go save the world.
I got your back.
So yeah, in case you couldn't tell, we were talking about Moana. No, not the anime 2016 movie, the live-action 2026 movie. And, oh man, I don't even know where to start with this. Because, so here's the thing. Because I talked a little bit about this before with the Lilo and Stitch, I think, what was that, last year? And How to Train Your Dragon 2 years ago? Or was that also last year? Man, I think years are blending together. But with those two movies that came out either last year or the year before, I'm pretty sure both were last year now I'm thinking about it. Because everybody has different point of views on the live action remakes. Some people are like, these are horrible and offensive, they should not be made. And then since they're getting made anyway, yeah, the people who are like, they should be completely different, and they have people that it should be shot for shot, don't change a thing. And me personally, I've been someone who, I'm not necessarily against the live action remakes, although recently I feel like I've been a bit more like, oh, why are we making that? Because now they're touching upon the movies that I have a nostalgia for. They did it for How to Train Your Dragon, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. The anime ones, I mean, and they're doing it with Tangled later, one of my favorite movies also. And they just did it with Moana, which I love the original Moana. I think it's amazing. And so I've always had the thoughts though that I want something different. I would like certain scenes to be like shot for shot, like have like certain moments or certain scenes, like for Moana, maybe have the ending scene be the same, maybe have the how far I'll go sequence be the same, but have a bunch of differences as well. And the reason for that is because to me, to my opinion, it gives me a reason to watch the live action remake instead of watching the original, because so many times, once it's out of theater specifically, when I'm gonna watch a movie at home, I'm gonna just put on the original. That's my thing with so far all of them, I think. I think Lilo and Stitch recently is the one that did it the best, because to me it was different enough for me to be like, okay, maybe today I'm in the mood for the live action one, although I still do prefer the animated one. That one at least was different enough, that way I could be like, you know what, I have a reason to go back to watch the live action instead. How to Train Your Dragon, and this one also, because in case you don't know, this Moana is a shot-for-shot remake. It is the same exact movie as the anime one, just in live-action form, but it's still not quite as good. And the reason, so first, let's see. I feel like we should talk about what is good about this movie first. But a lot of the good comes from the animated one, which makes it kind of hard to talk about, because obviously the story here is a good story because it's the same exact story from the original one. And the songs, every song in this movie is a banger, but that's also because, two things. One, it's the same exact songs from the original, and I mean, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda who does the songs for this movie, so obviously the songs are going to be great, because I don't know if Lin-Manuel can make a bad song. I don't know if that's even possible. So obviously every music is banger, and like the actual musical numbers I thought were good. Like the portrayal of the musical numbers and this new cast, well, most of them, I guess The Rock is the same, but the new cast is singing voices were really good. I won't lie, How Far I'll Go still gave me goosebumps, and so did the finale song, which I'm forgetting the name of. What is the final song again? The Way, or I don't know, Find Our Way? I forget the name of it, but now people are probably yelling at me in the comments like, how do you not know the name of the song? I'm sorry. But like, those two songs still gave me goosebumps, just like the animated one did. But the problem is, well, what the anime one is still better. I think that what this movie also lacks, I feel like it lacks an energy too that the original provides. Like, the original just feels like, I don't know how to describe it, energetic. While this one here, I feel like it's almost lacking in energy, if that even makes sense. And also, like, I feel like people talk about the visuals. one of the things that could have made this movie so great, and one of the reasons why I was like, okay, this could be a good idea, was specifically for the visuals, because the anime movie looks great, and there's some opportunities for some amazing visuals in this movie. And while there are certain shots that I like there's just like certain, like if you just freeze the shot, I think, oh, that looks pretty cool. But that's like very far and few between. For the most part, the movie isn't all that amazing to look at, and I feel like they could have done that a bit better. Even like the overall saturation feels like it's lower than it should be. Like it feels much darker, or you know, hopefully it makes sense what I'm trying to say, but it doesn't feel bright and colorful like I feel like it should be. I mean, there are some colorful moments, but there's like, once again, there's very few of them, and I feel like this movie should be much more bright and much more colorful than it ended up being. And then I do want to mention another good, though. I think that the cast isn't bad, although, again, it just feels like it's not as good as it could be in lack of energy. Like this new girl playing Moana, Catherine, I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name because I'm going to butcher it. But, like, I think she was actually a really good Moana. I think the biggest problem, because I thought she was really good, there was just something I couldn't put my finger on that's quite missing. I think it might be she's trying maybe a bit too much to be like the original Moana, and I think it actually would have been better, again, in my opinion, if she just took the Moana character and made it her own. I think that might be the issue there, is trying too much to mimic the original Moana, because I personally think that she was really good at being Moana, and her voice is amazing. But there's just something they're missing. And then when it comes to the rest of the cast, they're not bad, but it doesn't feel as energetic as the anime one. Even The Rock, who is the same voice, the same person playing Maui, feels less energetic in this live action version than he did in the animated version. And like, I thought The Rock was great in the animated version, but here again, it feels like something is missing. And I think that energy and the color might be what's missing from this live action remake that makes it feel a little less like, I guess, as good as the original. But yeah, so like overall, I don't think this is a bad movie. It's just not great. And we have the issue, once again, that why would I watch this over the original? Aside from, like, for me personally, seeing it in the theater, big screen, loudspeakers, to me is awesome. That's the reason for me to go to the theater to see it. But once it hits Disney Plus, why would I watch this when I can watch the animated one? That's one of the reasons why, too, I wish they changed it up a bit. Maybe, like, have certain sequences be the same, but, like, all the jokes are the same. Every scene looks the same. Like, it's not even like changing up the camera angles or anything like that for different shots. It is the exact same as the anime one. It's like, well, maybe if we do this scene the same, but change like the angle of the camera, or change how the camera moves, or do something a little different to just change it up a bit. I wish they would have adjusted the story just a bit more, again, to give me a reason to go back to the list one aside from the animated one. But they didn't do that. So, yeah, I think that's the biggest issue here, because even if we pretend like the anime one doesn't exist, this came out first. Again, good story, good music, but it's still missing that energy and the color that I think it could have had. Because I think there is a good idea somewhere for a live action Moana. I think that actually could have turned out kind of awesome. And it was okay, I think, is what we got. So, like, should you see this in theaters? I think it depends. If you really want to see this story back on the big screen and you want to hear those songs on the loudspeakers, then yeah, go see it in theaters. But if not, just watch the original. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to wait for streaming, because you don't have to wait for streaming, because you can watch the better version of it already on streaming, that being the 2016 animated movie. So, yeah, anyway, just some somewhat quick thoughts. I don't know how to feel about it yet. Maybe I might maybe my mind will change a little bit, like, as time passes, because I also sat with this a little before making this review, because guess what I did after I got home from watching this movie? I put on the original and watched the original, which was better because the original is just so good, and this one is not bad. Again, I will not say it's a bad movie, but it just lacks something. So, and I don't have a reason to watch it over the original. But yeah, thank you so much for taking time to watch. If you like this video, please hit like. If you want to see more like it, please subscribe. I've done a bunch of other reviews. You can check those out, and I plan on doing some more reviews. Odyssey's next week. I'm going to be seeing it, so hopefully we get to talk about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.
What? Is there something in my teeth?